Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to another homeschool edition of Books with Batman. I am your host, Batman, and today I am going to read you one of my favorites, Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. It is created and illustrated by James Dean. The story is by Eric Lutwin. Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and it rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and it rolled away. How many buttons are left? 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. Well, Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? His belly button. And he kept on singing his song. It's all good. My button. I still got my belly button. My button. I still got my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness no. We just keep on singing. That is the end. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's installment of Books with Batman. I am your host, Batman. Feel free to comment a book that you would like Batman to read. Please like and subscribe.